Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Got it. Oh, sorry. Move my microphone. Get me in position. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Evil Ted Live. Let me grab my. There, get me organized. If this is your first time joining my channel, do not forget to like and subscribe. Today, we're working on the alien head again. I'm happy to say it's getting there. There is every time I look at it, there's just tons of little details and things. So I know on the side of the head, we did all the little bumpy things in the top, and we did the ribs. But there's something going on inside the ribs, and I know it's kind of dimensional. I don't want to cut into it. Oh wait, there's some stuff in chat. Hi, all the guys. Tell them how. Good morning, Foam Church congregation. Hey, eyeball works. Barney Silly. It's Gundam. Good morning. Becky says, "Forgive me, Foam Smiths. I have sinned, and I've been 2 weeks since my last confession." Oh, Becky. From the L200 to the EVA foam. Yeah, L200, which is not my favorite material to work with, but I do it when I have to. Hey, David. Such creation, creations, cosplay. David and Daniel going to Five Below with my mom and my nephew. Five Below. I think it was at a restaurant. Hey, it's Jonathan Machine. What's up, buddy? How you doing? It says, "What's up, Evil? What's happening, Evil Ted?" I'll tell you what's happening. It's an alien head day today. I'll show you real quick. Hold on. I am working on. You know, it's so funny. I went through some old photo albums. I dropped off with a friend. They wanted to scan some photos, and I was going through them. There's pictures of at Bob Burns' place where he had the alien head, and he had heads from aliens as well. And I was looking at the photograph of him. But this guy right here, this is what we're working on today. Got the alien head I'm working on. It's out of foam. There's a whole bunch of little detail things. There's stuff between the ribs, and there's this this little gas pump valve thing. I'm gonna add more details today, and also I realized that this thing has foam clay on it around the edges. So there's some stuff I need to do today. Ooh, I bumped myself, but it's just every day. Every time we do a stream, there's tons of little things happening. Oh, the first snow here. You guys got snow? Ugh. I don't miss snow. I don't miss winters at all. All right. Let me get these guys. So, tell you what, let's get down. Since I know what I need to do today, and I want to get a lot of it done today, I want to get a lot of stuff done. So let's sip some coffee. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and is Jesse here? I think I was looking for his email or his address in my emails, and I couldn't find it. So I hit him up because I need to mail him the... Oh, Becky said I sent you something. Hold on, Becky sent me something on Instagram. Oh. Hey guys. Oh, you guys. I sent you an image. Oh, you guys. Anyway, I just been announced. Post unavailable. What happened, Becky? It says post unavailable. You sent me a link on something, Becky. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go to your profile, Beck. It just says post unavailable. I'll just send it. Give her a follow. Oh, okay. Yeah, send me Anyway, they're just announced I'm going to be at Anime Los Angeles, which I'm really excited about. There I am. And I sent them a new picture. I know that's me, but I love my bald head. You're ahead of me. Oh, you're ahead of me. Okay, was that it? But yeah, because I made an Inquisitor helmet a few years ago and added chainmail, and it looks awesome. I fantastic you. Jonathan Machine, thank you for joining us today. Yeah, this is the thing, I gave him a new picture. So, excuse me really quickly. While we guys got you here, I know this is kind of pathetic, but I went through these new headshots and I sent them to them. So, hold on. Look. Really quick, guys. I just want to do something really fast. Who's in charge? Plant Enemy Los Angeles, guest invitation tag. That was, no. October 12th. Okay, guys. Hey, Alex, is it just a... No. Let me reply to you guys really quickly. Before I forget. I know. Hold on, guys. I want to do this while I'm thinking about it. I tell you what. Honestly, guys, I'm sorry. This can wait. I'm getting all anxious about this. I just opened the email and got it started. So when the stream's over, I'll remember because I do things because if I don't do it right away, I'll forget about it. Jesse, when you won the Catwoman, can you please send me your address again? I was looking for it. I have trouble finding it because I need you to send that to you. All right. Enough. Let's get down to it. Let me show you what I'm doing today. And really quickly, announcing I will be at Anime Los Angeles with my old headshot, and I want to get. I just sent them this. I'm glad to be going. I got a new headshot. I sent that to them. So. They asked me, hey, you have any new pictures? I'm like, yes, I did. And I sent it to them. So I will ask whoever's in charge, hey, guys, can you please use my new headshot? Because I don't have any hair on my head. That's an old one. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yeah, just send me your address, and I'll do it. All right, let's get down to what we're doing today, shall we? Fix the camera real quick. All right, now these guys right here, these pieces right here. There's a shaft that comes off of here, and I want to get the bring through some detail on them. They kind of taper off, so I have some dowels I've cut some bevels on. So let's do this really quick. The plan is to glue them like this, so they kind of taper off a little bit, like that. And realizing, I'll tell you what, let's do. When gluing things like trim and detail, it's always good, because in the old days I used to cut them square and glue them, and they just would not. They just kept popping off, and they leave terrible seams. So what you do is you do this. I'm going to cut this as a bevel. I'll show you here. All right. See, there you guys get. I'm sorry. Get my bevel cut right there. Let me turn the monitor so I can see what's going on here, guys. So I know I want it to start there, right? So you wrap it like this around. I know where it's going to end. Right there. Okay. So then that needs to be beveled. Then, so they take this guy. What you do is you put contact cement and you wrap these guys like this. You glue it, pull it over, and it folds you out of shape like this. Tell you what, since I have two of these I'm doing, let's go ahead and do two at the same time. Because you got both sides here, so. And since I cut one, I know what the length is, right? That and then all right, got it. Let's bring this down a little closer so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. All right, guys, let some glue dry. Catch up with chat really quickly. I have fiddled with my own Instagram. Oh, Becky's fiddled with Instagram. I definitely want to check it out, Betty. Started my firstborn nephew's 2030 outfit. All right, got it. What is it going to be? Mage Knight. Or Night Mage. I'll be a little random and said light X. Oh, Toby says I'll be a little random and say light year existence in the alien universe. Blade Runner alien and now light year in the same universe. Yeah, there was something I heard about, and I vaguely remember it. It is a Jim Henson. Henson's made a TV special back in the days, like in the 80s or something. I know it's like it was 9 years ago. But the Hensons made a movie, a made-for-TV movie called The Christmas Toy, and literally verbatim. It is about toys. It's that stay like when nobody's around, they're alive and they move around and talk to each other. But in the story, if a human catches you, you die. Like if they see you moving around, you die. So it's this whole big thing where they have to. And so, in the story, there is a toy that's really upset because it's his favorite toy, and he's upset because he's getting a new space toy, like a space character. And when you start to realize it's basically Toy Story. So it was 9 years before Toy Story. So granted, I mean, they definitely did. Toy Story is a great movie by all means. is that when you see this, you can tell they saw it and were inspired by it and took that element and ran with it because it was from the Muppets, called A Christmas Toy. But anyway, so it goes to show you that something starts somewhere. Uh-huh. Oh no, it's dark. Yeah, well, because they said it's Henson's, and it was neat. It was more of a Christmas special thing, but it was really weird. But the puppets and the space, it's like a space girl, space character. Like when you see, but here's the thing, it's free on YouTube. So you can find it on YouTube. There's a tear in my boot. There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boot. All right. Here we go. Let's glue this guy. So, go like this. On the edge like that. Come around. Oh wait, come think about it. I need to cut like 2 of these. No, I get 4 of these. Hold on. This comes up, and now so you guys watch this. So this overlaps. See? See how nice that looks? Because back in the old days, I would cut them at 90 and glue them together. But if you cut a little bit of a bevel and overlap them like that, see? Much more consistent. Yeah, hold on. Let me just do this again too. Now I'm thinking about it. I gotta cut 2 more. I have ideas for this costume. I know. I mean, what I want to do with this costume. Hold on. That. It's going to be a while. That's for sure. Like that. All right, and one more. Cool. All right, contact some of these guys too. That's it. Let that dry. Oh, thank you so much, Jesse. Excellent. I'll get on that. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, oh, sorry. I had my sound off. Oh, thank you so much, Kevin, for your donation. Yay. You deliver all the time. Thank you so much. Lightyear toy actually voiced by Chris Evans. And one of the phrases the commander is surrounding by xenomorphs. Toy soldiers by... I watched the Substance this week. Oh my God, Becky. Yeah, I too. You know what's so funny, Becky? I love that movie. I loved everything to the very end. The award ceremony when it just became a bloodbath became kind of absurd. I mean, I got with their because I think what it was is that it was so weird to begin with. They were trying to wrap it up and make some kind of weird ending, but it like that got to be too. I think that was like got so absurd. It was like all right, that went on too long, and then the very end I did like where she was just this mass crawling and slithering until she got to her star and she faded. That was brilliant. That part I loved. The theater, the whole like award ceremony bloodbath thing was a bit much. Like I think they were just like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like it's when writing a screenplay, the third act is always the toughest because it's like you're trying to every time when you write something, each thing has to be better than the last. Like you have your first act, and then you end here, and then you build up. And everything you do sometimes, you have to build. Everything you do something has to be bigger. So when the very time the third act comes, you have to do something big. And they did something big, but it was absurd. I don't know. I liked it. Still, again, love the movie. Still groundbreaking, still funny. And they did get a lot of buzz and got Demi some praise, which was well-deserved. Sorry, guys. Oh, wait. My glasses are dirty, guys. Real quick. I'm going to clean them off real fast. I mean, I got it, but it just went on and on. Like, I thought it went on too long. There's things, I think there's things that could have done better, but again, this is just my opinion. It is their movie. Was it a French production? It was all French. All the French people. I had some friends that worked on it. They did body cast for all the actors and actresses. They do all the body cast for them. They do all the makeup. Oh no! Here's the deal. The Predator. I just got done watching, The Killer of Killers. The Killer of Killers. The animated thing they did was great. The new Predator movie's coming out, and yeah, I want to go see it. Really cool. When I saw the trailer, I watched nothing about this movie because there's TikTok, there's everything. It's everywhere. So as soon as I see it, I swipe past it really quickly. I don't know anything about this movie. So because from the concept I saw, I thought was such a brilliant idea, and it was already too much. Like I saw too much. Like this, he hooks up with an android, like an artificial person, and they work together. And I thought, okay, what a great concept. And apparently she loses her legs again. I wish I didn't know that because I saw the damn trailers. There's things you shouldn't know until you see the movie. So this is kind of like my thing, because I'm a filmmaker. It's kind of an element of surprise. But not in this wonderful day of marketing. They have to show everything right away. Oh, sorry. It's this overhead. Sorry. Okay. Oh, crap. I should record this. Is this really interesting? Yeah, let's go and record. Okay, today we're going to be adding some additional detail right back here, because if you look on the original Alien, there's a tubing that goes, you can see it right here, and it comes off, and this little tube thing runs back here. But this is actually an old gas pump we talked about, so I'm just trying to continue that. So I have some foam dowels, and I'm kind of putting some pieces on here that tailor it a little bit, like this. Like that, and you wrap it like that. Perfect, okay. I think when I started in cosplay, when I would use trim pieces, I would always cut them square and glue them together, and they just pulled apart. And I realized if you cut bevels on both ends, it works really well. You just start one end. Oops, sorry, not this side. Other side. Like that. So when you wrap it and you get to that seam, it overlaps. It does two things. It hides the seam better, and it's less likely to pull back up. So you got that. Sorry. Push it down. Yeah. See? Look at that. Much better looking. Okay, so that guy is going to get glued on right back here, like this. I just realized there is a tube on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it in this picture. If you guys look, see there's like a little tube thing in the bottom up toward the front. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut a little tube here. I think we just do it like this. Yeah, so hold on. If we do that, let's cut it at, let's do an inch, right? Do an inch. Right, like that. Got it? Okay. Becky, you're correct, because I forgot that I was recording stuff on this, try to cut this build down and have segments of the things I really like. But you're right, Becky, I should have started recording as soon as I started and just cut it down. You're correct. Sorry, Beck. Toby goes, I didn't know why it added there. So last message, I know a toy doesn't as lore, but Chris Evans recording makes you wonder. I'm sorry, I'm Kubrick wasn't Kubrick until it was the other guy. Trailers spoil so much. Essentially, that's why when I see trailers or hear about them, like something I want to see, I don't watch trailers. Trailers ruin it. The Hollywood, their trailer making is so lazy. Like, you know what they did? When you watch Alien trailer, the first trailer is amazing because there's nothing. It's just these flashes and these frames and like, because that was back in the days where they wanted to get people to go to the theater to see the movie. And The Matrix did that too. Matrix, when you saw the trailer, like, what the hell is this about? You had no clue. Not a clue. You watch a trailer now, they would probably break down the whole Matrix thing all in the trailer, and you'd be like, no, I don't need to see that movie. It's like this element of surprise. All right, let's get my sanding drum. What we're going to do is I'm going to do a little grinding, so I just want to put like a little divot in these guys. Let's get a big sanding drum for that. Hold on. And this will go really quick because the sanding drum. And hold on, let me grab my mask really quick because dust does go everywhere. And get a piece of foam to put over my coffee so I don't put dust in my coffee. I've done that more than once. All right. Okay. Fantastic. And okay. All right. Now, Dude, let's move this head. We don't need this right now. Let's set this aside. Just focus on what we're working on. Okay. Ladle some glue in there like that. And this can be, we'll do the right and the left, right? So smear some glue on that, like this. Okay. Same thing. Like that. Fantastic. Okay, tell you what, this is gonna dry. While these guys are drying, set that aside right now. I have some foam clay, and we're gonna use some foam clay because on the head, I was looking at the pictures. I noticed there's something that was kind of sculpted, and I need to fill in some voids here. So. This, I think it's up to an inch, right? Maybe roughly. Let's see what's he got here. Yeah, about right there, like halfway. That's and some foam clay. Because you look at the original, it's kind of rounded off. They sculpt. Kind of rounded the edge off here. It says looks sculpted. What's fun about this build is that I've been doing a lot of foam clay. And I discovered too, you wet the foam first, which helps. Get the EVA foam a little bit wet. Because what that does, it helps the foam clay stick a lot better. See, just like that. And even better is you wet it. The foam clay on top of it, you can really smooth it out. Interesting story. When I came out here as a gentleman by the name of Bob Burns, and he was one of the very early first real collectors. He would collect movie props and things. And this was before it was like before people were getting money from it, for people. He just was a fan, like all of us were. He'd collect stuff. And it got to a point where he was so notorious for it that when big movies would wrap up or something like that, they go, "Hey, Bob, do you want this?" He goes, "Yeah." And he became friends with James Cameron. So when the time Aliens wrapped, some stuff would go in storage, and they would just give stuff to Bob Burns. Like, here. And so Bob had a whole bunch of stuff. He had the dropship. He had all, like, the Alien dropship miniature, the Sulaco. He had all this stuff that James Cameron knew for a fact if they didn't, they would just get thrown away. So he was able to grab some of that stuff. All right, this is done like that. So we do the other side, flip it around. Like this. And again, it's so funny. I was looking at pictures. I did not notice that this was all blended in. So I thought, hey, I should do this. All right. that. All right, got that. Excellent. So while that's drying, let's get back to our tubes here. Get a paper towel. Just bring this up. All right. Okay. So this is the side, right? So that'd be the seams. Okay, right. And we line this guy up. Stick it in. There's a glue right there. Got it. And the plan is it's going to get glued right here. I think this needs a little bit of a ring too. Now I'm looking at it. Hold on, let me look at this picture real quick. I think it has a little bit of some ring detail on it. Yeah, just there's something like more like a 2mm strip. So hold on, let me do. So that would be the other side, right? Same thing. Over here. Oh, sorry. Where's that? Okay. That's the other side. Wait, did I just do this? All right. Sorry, turn this. All right, got it. So now, let's get. I think it's a little bit. There's like little rings on the bottom. Let's do that real quick with some 2mm, and then glue these guys on. 2mm. There you go. One thing I like about this clear ruler is that when you lay stuff down, you can see through it, so I can line it up on the lines, and so when I cut my strip, I know it's perfectly even as I want. I can get to the desired thickness that I want. Let's do a little thin strip right here, like that, just like that. That's perfect. Let's cut 2 of these just for safety, all right? All right, got it. And some contact cement. Oh, let me catch up with chat. Gotta make a life-size xenomorph for the living room, and I have to set it up at night with the wife and the kids sleeping. Wow, Toby, you're he's like, I want to scare the crap out of my family. Yeah, this is when I started this, I think I told you guys this story before. I was a little intimidated about doing this because I always wanted one, but just like I just knew the work it was going to take to do it, and I'm like, how am I going to do it? So I thought I'd just do it in pieces. So I think the best way to do this is to do what I'm doing right now. I'm just going to make the head first, and then from there, as time goes on, I'll like, because I have shows and movies and projects that pop up, so I can switch back. So when I'm not doing other things, I can do pieces of the alien. Like I want to do the hands. I think the hands will be the next thing I want to do, because they're pretty detail oriented. I mean, everything is, but because I do want to make a body, but I'm in the process of trying to drop some weight, because aliens are a little thinner, although I'll never be that thin, but I can get there. So let me see. All right, here we go. And put some contact cement around these guys. Now these get some tubing, which we'll talk about that later. I have some tubing. That's weird. That's not square. I'm sorry guys, let's get this. Sorry guys, overhead. Turn this camera so you guys can see what's going on. There you go, like that. And oop, like this guy too. And you get the go. Okay, excellent. I'm impatient. Let's get the hair dryer. Oh, really quickly, great question. Somebody asked me something. Yeah, somebody's asking me about the working time with foam clay. Foam clay is very much, I like to call it like foam putty. It's like, you have plenty of working time because it's foam clay. It air dries, so it air dries slowly. It's not like Propox. You're not mixing two chemical elements together. This is just, it's like fun clay or like Play-Doh. And it dries slowly because it's got a lot of moisture in it. But when the moisture evaporates from it, then it dries and gets hard. But it takes, you have plenty of working time. That's why when I'm working with it, I wet my fingers and knead it a lot. And when I'm done with it, I sometimes will add more water to it and knead it and put it away so it gives more of a lifespan on the foam clay. Because foam clay, if you don't touch it for a long time, it will. If you keep it sealed, I've just found another tub of foam clay I've had for a long time. I'm like, oh my God, so I grabbed it thinking it'd be like rock hard, and it was still soft because it was perfectly sealed. So luckily it was never opened. So when I grabbed it and realized it had never been opened because they probably made it and sealed it and just vacuumed itself. So, but anyway, oh, I see it could be even worse. Hung a letter. Oh my God. Paper thin floors. Yep. Oh wait, so many good sides. So you guys definitely catch them off guard. I'll tell you, daughter loves aliens. My neighbors outside are talking way too loudly. And I closed, become old yeller. Yeah, it's funny because I've been spared because where I've moved, I've lived in this concrete bunker, and luckily, the guy across from me on one side is a photographer, and he doesn't live there. He just does photo shoots. And then Steve, my neighbor, who's just a great guy, and so he's never like, they're never obnoxious. We can hear him occasionally, but it's never like super loud. And even when he has parties, they're like respectful. And so it's never been an issue. I've been lucky. I mean, in the old days, the place I used to live, yeah, it'd be crazy. All right. Okay, this is dry. Let's put these guys to the strip. This is the front. So I would put the seam in the back like this. Wrap this trim piece. Dust the name. This is bio. See, I don't really worry about the seam so much because it's not going to be seen. It's just on the going to be on the other side. Perfect. And then that's that side, and then this is this side. So Okay, now this guy goes right there. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get some contact cement. Okay, that. Do the same thing with this guy too. Put some glue on him. With some glue on the other side, right here. You know, I think I'm almost. You know, I can't close this yet because I want to keep that open because I still have to do some detail on the side of these ribs. Okay. Got it. Also, one thing you can do with the foam clay, if you want to speed it up, you definitely can hit it with a hair dryer. It'll dry the outside surface a lot, but it won't. I mean, because it's so thick, it'll take a while for it to dry completely. But yeah, you can speed up by just you won't leave fingerprints in it. That's for sure. All right, here we go. Right up against it, like this. Yeah, just like, see? And there it is. Like that. And the other side. That. Stick it there. Now there's a tube that comes out and wraps around. It's a smooth tube. I noticed everything's got the accordion tube and things like that, which I did make a plastic. I made a stone mold, which I'll get into that later. But right now, the tube that comes off there is smooth, like a rubber tubing, and it runs back here. I think it just disappears right into the head. So I'm going to see if I can find something. I think I have some thick tubing I could use to run back here from there and run back. And then for this guy down here is the flexible tubing thing that comes down. And I think I'm just going to make those out of rubber and have those come down too. Those come straight down, like they hoop out and then come back around here. Yep. Okay, so excellent. We got those guys done. Yes, let me pull the air out of this real quick. Becky says, I hate living next to a church. I don't blame you, Beck. House the house on my block are fairly soundproof. That's good. Century goes, there's a church. Apparently passed by the children yelling like crazy. I need to get out, but I would have to sell. Yet my mom wants the apartment for herself, going cuckoo over the 10 years by now. Century cosplay, I understand, but trust me, if you own property, what can I tell you is hang on to it and be right, but don't property, hang on to it when the market's up, sell it. But man, just the fact you own property, guys, I know it's a pain in the ass, but I would kill to own property. That's what I'm trying to be rebuilding my credit, because man, dude, to own property would be awesome. Technically, I do live close to a church, but I don't see them holding or meeting ever. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's a front, Becky. Let me see if I think I have some tubing really quick. Let me see if we can find some tubing. Hold on. Tubing. I have some foam dowels. I think I had some foam for that tubing would be idea. Yeah, I don't know if I have any tubing for that right now, but let's go ahead. Let's focus on. Let's stop for a second and start cleaning, because I know what I want to do next. Let's start patterning out the inside of these detail pieces, because it's not as exciting, but it needs to be done. So I've been procrastinating about doing that. So let's make that happen. Hold on, move this, move that. Okay, so move this up. Got it. All right. Okay, these look great. I got this blend in. I got this done. There's some tubing. I'm gonna look for tubing. I thought that might be some. I want smooth rubber tubing for this, and I think I have some. I just don't know where it's at right now. So in the meanwhile, what we're gonna focus on is we're gonna focus on the detail on the ribs here, because on the like when they built this thing, you guys look closely, there's some stuff going on here, and it's more sculptural. They like dug into that and stuff, and I don't know if I want to go that crazy on it, because I don't want to, as soon as I start cutting into it, because the foam's not that thick. So I might make some pieces, because I know what they're doing in here. I might be able to make a pattern of a piece of foam that sits here, that humps and comes around, and then I could maybe grind in a little bit. But let's get some frog tape and tape these sections and make our patterns for pieces that are going to go in here. And then, yeah, because you can see the deviation they need to do. I don't want to cut into this foam because it's hollow. I can't really get access from behind, so I'm going to come up with a way of doing this. Oh, really quickly, solo. Technically love. Oh, much props. I bought one of those contact cement pots. They replace brushes and tips also for it. Yeah, the thing with these glue pots, when you get these guys, you have to treat these like an animal, like a pet, or a dog, or a cat. When you have these, you have to maintain them and take care of them. So when you have something, you have glue in here, when you're done with it, make sure you clean off the edge, keep it tight, and periodically, if you don't do any cosplay for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, you want to come back and check on that and add some thinner to it, because if you just leave a pot alone for a duration of time, the glue inside will dry out and it'll become a brick, and then you have to throw it out and get a new one. Or what you could do, if the glue is really, really thick, just add thinner to it and it will soften over time. But I always tell people that I don't really have that issue because I'm using it all the time. So I'm always using my glue pot because I'm insane. But, oh, sorry guys. Noise cancellation headphones are boon from God. Yes, I have mine too. I have my noise canceling headphones. Are great. I gotta invest in one of those, I guess. Oh, Twitch. Yeah, something on. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah, Twitch. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's the only platform I'm using. Oh, guys, really quickly, if you guys are watching this on Twitch, I have my chat open on YouTube. But by all means, thank you so much for watching me on Twitch and keeping it going, because I have Twitch and YouTube. I'm simulcasting at the same time, because I definitely keep my Twitch account. But I definitely have the chat open on YouTube, because I can't doing two chats is too hard. I try it, I can't do it. Oh, I just made my firstborn nephew bracers out of EVA foam. Fantastic. Making costumes for kids. Okay. Oh, that's right, frog tape. I was like, what was he going to do now? Get some frog tape. Hold on, guys. Let me get some frog tape. And, oh, let me get my head cast, too. Let me get a head cast. I think it's easier to put on a head cast. See, oh, there it is. Okay. I have my head cast, and I just put my head on it, so it keeps it in place. All right, got it. So what we're gonna do is take some frog tape, and again, why I love frog tape is it's great tape for this kind of stuff because it sticks, but it's low tack, so you can put it down. You don't have to worry about ripping things up or damaging paint. But I do love using it for making patterns. So, show for example. I'm going like this inside here, right? No, don't. Ah, damn it. So you go like this. So I do that. Get the tape on here, and I take my X-Acto blade. All right. The cool thing about doing is that once I do this, I can do this serves right and left. So make our pattern. Here. That, and then we have down here. that. All right. Again, I can see I'll probably end up cutting these pieces and adding detail with like some 6mm foam, like because just you want that little lump thing, but I'll have enough of a separation so you can see these guys. So like it, when you look at it, you can kind of see the shape that's happening, but hey, the modifier, what's up, my friend? Hey guys, really quickly, my friend John, the modifier. How you doing, my dear friend? John just had a birthday not too long ago, and John lives in Chicago, where all that drama's. Well, he lives outside, lives in Chicago, but like Chicago, Illinois, I think, right? Something like that. And where all the stuff's happening. The goon squads. All right. Big John. Yeah, we're doing. Oh, sorry. I'm doing our details on the side. I would like to. Well, this. I'm doing Anime Los Angeles this year. The dates are. Hold on, guys, really quickly. For all you, my friends in California, it is January 8th through the 11th, and that's me. That's an old headshot. I gotta send. I sent that to them. I gotta check them. I gotta email them because I don't know what it is about me. I like the new picture a lot. I like it better than the old one. So I'm gonna reach out to them and say, hey, look, no big deal. But if you guys end up reposting again, please use the updated photo because I like these guys. They're great. Anime Los Angeles has been great. They've been always good to me. And what's great is it's local, so I can bring all my stuff. I'm gonna rent a van this year, and I have to. I had a friend that had a van, and oh no, JD might still have it, or do you sell it? Oh, I have it, Becky. I sent it to him. I think what it is somebody asked for it. I sent it to him. I think it got lost in the communication. So, so I'm just going to recap and send it to him again. But I'm glad I was wanting to announce that a while back, but I'm going to send it to them and ask them, please. So we got that. All right. All right. Hold on. Almost there, guys. Yeah, frog tape is just so great because it's low tack. And it's definitely great for masking and also for me personally for making patterns. I used to use masking tape, but even masking tape sometimes was too strong. It would tear up and grab foam. But this stuff is a little more gentle. Got it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, like that, got it. This. Like that, okay, so close. Okay. You can't beat just pattern making. Like, doing stuff like this is so, like, trying to freehand things or figuring things out or measuring things. You just good old tape, draw on it, peel it, stick it down. Okay. So, got this. This comes down more like this. Fantastic. Okay, this comes in here. Okay. Let go. So I think I need to do the front as well too. It's interesting. If you work with foam long enough, you can kind of freehand stuff because you do it a lot. And I know people always say, "Oh, you make it look so easy," and that's because I do this a lot. Right. Okay. And I think at the very end, it kind of smooths out the end. So it's not. So it just needs to be one more part we have to do is the front here. This piece right here. I think there's something there as well. And then the next thing we do is I have to go back and do some grinding and sanding and doing some gap filler and all these little cracks and crevices. Because I was looking at the head from the movie Aliens, and they're just really smooth and glossy black, like. And Bob Burns had them in his house, and what was funny about it was you looked at them, they had all this white flaky stuff on them, and what that was is it's dried KY, like KY jelly. They would just rub KY jelly on the things and make them look slimy or shiny, which was interesting. And then you would, little trick I learned on set to make monsters look wet or shiny, you would just rub them with a little bit of KY and spray some water on them, and they would make them glossy, which would give them a little bit of life to them. But there's always a fine line. I always think that doing it too much looks kind of bad. Like they did it on Alien Resurrection, they were just dripping with slime. I think that was too much. I don't mind them being glossy or a little bit shiny, but not dripping and oozing like a open mouth. Like the aliens were just like, I'm like, where's all the secretion coming from? It's like, I understand it's coming from their mouth, but in Alien Resurrection, it was like all over the place, which was a bit much. And that was the director wanted. he just kept going, "Oh, I want slime all over these things." So. Okay. Right here. One more. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. Let me get my Sharpie. And we start drawing this stuff out. The indentations on the head, if you guys look at them, it's like a weird, like, here, for example, right here, I can see it comes up behind the, well, wait a minute. That's not a bad idea. I can use it as a reference for the piping here. Because, okay. Okay. So, as I'm looking at this right here, you guys can see there's like this, like a little ribby thing here. So what we're going to do, comes like this. Yeah, it comes up like this. Right, like that. Okay, so then that's going to be, it comes, hold on, so let's use that edge, right? So it comes out like this. Actually, it starts earlier. It comes like that, comes around like this. Comes up through here like that. Now again, what I'm drawing is it's all going to be beveled too. I'm going to bevel these pieces of foam. Just like that. And then it rounds off like this. Yeah, do it like this. It's going to round off like that, and it comes back like this. So let's have this drop off like that, right? And then have this be a separate piece too. Have this piece come up like this. And maybe make it one piece, right? Let's do like this. It swoops down like that and comes up like that, almost touching, and comes back around. Okay. All right, that's actually not bad. So then over here, this comes up like this. Yeah, same thing. It's really narrow. It goes narrow, and it comes up and goes wide like this, and it rounds off. But I want it to have a space, so let's make it, I don't want it touching the edge. I want to have a little bit of a space between them, so it's deep. I want this deep little crevice thing there. Okay, got it? And then yeah, there's like a thing that comes up, so that's, then something comes like this here. Yeah, it's kind of like there's two separate pieces. Okay. So yeah, so basically this repeats itself. Let's make this a little taller. Go up a little bit more like that. And then Same thing again here. It's going to do the same thing. It comes down like this. Like that. Yeah, just like this. And it tapers off. Like that. Like a big teardrop thing. Comes up like this. And it does it again here. So this guy starts here. Yeah, but again, I don't want them touching. I want to have more of a... Yeah. Okay. Because, yeah, is this going to... It's going to make it... Just going to break this stuff a little bit. But there's going to be some tubing running through here, so... Keep that area clear. This comes up again, like here. Comes down. Yeah, same drill again. Comes down. Because what it's supposed to be one big piece, but I don't think I'll make that work. It's going to be a here. So it goes. Yeah, it's actually, it's more connected. So let's make them connected. I think I'm trying to make it two pieces when I should just make it one piece, because they're connected. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing that's happening here. Go like that. Like this, comes down. Comes up. Got that. Like that. And it comes up like that. This comes up higher though. Don't. Yeah, like that. And my plan is to cut this out of foam, and then we'll go back in and we'll clean this stuff up with foam clay too. Make it look really organic looking. Kind of the same thing we did with the spines, like make them out of foam and then clean everything up with the hard edges with foam clay. So it comes like this and comes back up like that. Okay. So we're going to label the number of these guys. This is 1. This is 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Got it. All right. So let's get rid of this head out of here for a second. Pick this up. And get some poster board. I have some poster board. Get some scrap. Any scrap? Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Get some poster board. So now I'm going to go ahead and peel these guys up like this. See? Tell you what, let's go ahead and trim this up really quick here. I don't need all this. Like that. All right. Now I'm going to stick this down on poster board, just like this. Making our template. Now we do number 2, same thing. Lift it up. Right. Some scissors. Yeah, use the scissors. All right, hold on. Okay. Bring that. Same thing with number 3. Peel it up. Come on, let go. And start over here. That. There you go. That 4. Come on. 5 and 6. Come on. Oops. No, with that tape. There you go. 6. And 7. Ta-da! All right. Oh, somebody, they buy her so much stuff, it feels like a bit reluctant investment. I'm sorry, came in the middle of something. Let me catch up with chat, guys. Sorry, going. I have a little bit, yeah. Is that Nell? No, anyway, guys, again, thank you so much for following. Anybody who's new to chat, guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. What we're going to do next, hold on, let me get this really quick. Move this out of the way. Move the head for a second. So, let's go ahead and cut these guys out. I like using X-Acto blades, so I can cut a little bit more freely like this, like that, like this. Okay, and then this guy, something here, comes up. and around. That's one. Where's two? Here's two. Yeah. Outside edge. Good, good, good. Come down like this. And then for the inside stuff, we'll do the craft knife. That get you guys a little closer to this. One, two. All right. Yeah, let's do this. All right. Right. 4, trim this up as well. So, all right. All right. Okay, 4 and we have 5. So the next thing to do is to get sheets. I think I have some 6 mil. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, let's do the outside first. We're going to trace this stuff onto some 6 mil. I want to do that today, so we got like another half an hour on the stream, so I want to at least get a couple of them done today. So get these patterns done. This is 7. Like that. Hold on, do a little trim back. I think it needs to be a little bit more on the Sharpie line. There you go. Guys, What's great about cutting this stuff out is you really are able to clean up all the lines and the drawings. It's just, you're able to clean things up a little bit faster when you're just cutting things. Make the lines a little bit more even. Oops. Okay, got it. Fantastic. All right, let's clean up our mess real fast. Good, you're good. Got this, got that. Sweep it up. Let's grab some 6mm foam. I think, do I have 4? 4mm would be perfect, wouldn't it? Hold on. Yeah, because here's what I got. This is, sorry guys, let me show you what I'm working with real quick here. I think I did the ribs originally out of 6. This is 4mm. And I like, it's a little lower profile. Let's see if I have some of that in stock, because that'd be nice to do it out of that. Just I'd like it to be a little bit lower when I have the ribs. So let me see. This is, all right, we're in luck. I have some 4mm. This is gonna be perfect because I want the. I don't want the them to be taller than the ribs. I like the ribs on the side, so I want that to be kind of like something going on the inside. So let's do that. Right here. Right. Okay. All right. This is left. Right. That's number 1. Right. And that's number 1. All right, we got number 2. Hey, Jesse here. Just subscribe. Thank you. Again, thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I've been started my YouTube channel in 26. I've been going almost 11 years now. Going on 12 pretty soon. I think it was in September. Did I have it? Wait, an anniversary is in September, October, November, September. But anyway, I've been doing this quite a long time, and I appreciate when people come in and subscribe, because the numbers helps me keep getting ad revenue, and also, let me see, this is number 2. Right, oh, guys, must label this number 2. And there's a left. Because the YouTube algorithm is a crazy thing to keep up with. So what I do, I know I've dropped off of making some videos for a while because I had to dip myself back into movie work, getting a job, which is great for money, but not so great for my streams and my videos. So what I've been doing to keep up with the algorithm and whatnot and keep doing creative stuff is I do live streams on Sundays, every Sunday. So that's what it's been helpful. And this is number 2, right? And there's a left. There's also a left. No, it's a right. Right. Okay. Let's show you overhead. 2, and there's number 3. Overhead. Overhead. Try to get there. So when I cut these guys out, I'm going to cut these guys out with a bevel. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to be doing this all with my craft knife to keep the bevels steep. Three is left. So I'm going to go 3 right. I wonder, because this foam is really dense. It'd be all right. It's all right. It'll work. It'll work. Of course, it will work. Number 3. Right. Because normally in the old days, I would cut the stuff out and take a rotary tool and grind the edges. And it's just makes dust and it's time consuming. And I've discovered over time that if you just bevel everything and then glue it with contact cement and let it dry completely and push it down, it rounds the edges off. And it's been really helpful doing that technique, and it's worked well. So when people see I do a lot of that with the alien egg too, is getting the edges rounded off by just taking the upholstery foam and cutting the bevel from the behind. Which you guys will see. I'm shooting a tutorial on that right now on the monster egg thing I'm doing. 4, and that is left. That's 4, right. We're getting there. Sorry. Left. Right. Okay. And 6 and number 6. Here we go. Yeah, I always try to every bit of foam, any section I can use, I use it all up. So this. 6, and that is left, and this is 6 right. Six. Right. Okay. And last one, 7 up. Hold on, we got number 7. Right here. Yeah. Sorry guys, just keep me trying to write things upside down. Oh, really quickly guys, I want to know what I'm using with black foam is the Focus. That is Uniball. Oh, sorry. It's upside down, guys. Focus. Come on, there it is. These pins are great. I have these on my website. So if you do buy some, go to eviltedsmith.com, click on the link, and by buying these through my link, it helps me keep making videos. All right. But great thing for black foam. White Uniball. Okay. And that is 7 left, and we 7 right, and we are done. We'll start cutting. Because I want to glue some on today. It's 10:40. Let's go, go, go. Tell you what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna cut out the first 2. We'll do the first 2. See what it looks like. That's 7, and that's right. Okay. Alright, got it. So let's do number 1 first, right? Here you go. Let's cut these guys out. Because I want to see what this looks like. And I think you all want to see what this is going to look like. So, alright, here we go. Alright. We got our blade here. We're going to cut a bevel. Steep bevel. Like this. Alright, here. Hey, let's get this guy. There you go. I can get a better bevel with this big blade here. Let's do that real quick. Come around. Hold on, Ted. You guys stay on the line, Ted. You made these lines for a reason. Stay on them here. All right. All right. This is a brand new blade. It should be sharper than that. That's weird. I think this foam's just so dense. All right, hold on. Right, cut around like that. All right. You can see these bevels are pretty good. Okay. So this is going to be a test run. We're going to see what these look like. Because in theory, I would just round the edges off and then glue them down. But I think if we bevel these guys. So this is going to be our test run. Let's see. Let's get this one cut real quick. And see what this is going to look like when I glue these guys down. The one thing I'm definitely going to do was a lot of shading when I paint this thing. If something doesn't look deep enough, I can just go back in with darker colors in the recessed areas to make it look like it's more of a concave thing. Because, yeah, so anyway. Here, like this. All right. Great. So let's get some contacts, some mint. Where's my blade? It's right in front of me, right? Oh, here it is. Sorry, guys. So what we do is we're going to take the, here's the head. This brings it up a little higher for you guys. I want to take the pattern we had, here's number 1 right here. And I'm going to use this to trace the, where this is going to go, right? Because I originally went, it goes like right here, I think. Doesn't it? Like something like this? Yeah, like this. So hold on, we're going to take this guy and trace this as our reference to glue this down, right? So okay, got that. Let me flip it over here to the other side. Hold on. Kind of get it right where it's kind of like that, like there. Yeah, kind of. So hold on. Needs to be kind of like this, right? Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. That, this, and that, that, and this, and okay, got it. Now, we're gonna do this. That. Turn my fan on. All right, get that. And I'm going to take these guys. Because I really want to go heavy on these edges, right? Like this. Like that. Get all the edges. All right. All right, got this. All right. Put this in the spray booth for a second, guys. Okay. Today I'm wearing my plaid cosplay shirt. It says DIY, painting, building, and techniques. So every week when I stream, I'll have a different shirt on. I'm baffled on how others who create nothing get so much attention. That's a great subject because I noticed that too, Century, because I'm not mentioning names, but there's people and cosplayers that are in such wide demand, and what drives me crazy is they get invited to these screenings for movies I love to see. Like, I'm seeing everybody going to these movies I'm like on, and like I don't know, there's kind of a network of people you get. Like, I would love to be invited to premieres and stuff like that, or at least give me a heads up and I would build a costume based on the movie or something. Like, like there's just like all these cosplayers going to this Predator movie. I'm like, I was like, like, who do you have to talk to get invited to these screenings? Like, of all these movies that I build stuff, like when Alien Earth came out, there's all these people, cosplayers getting invited to all this stuff. I'm like, I'm making all this alien stuff, but not ever got invited to any of this stuff. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a. I just don't. To be honest with you, I don't think I put up stuff frequently or enough, or TikTok a lot. So either way, not griping. I'm just kind of like, okay, I might be griping a little bit. Oh. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that on our first kind of like piece, and then we'll call it quits today. So I just have a thing where I can stop on the video so I can show you guys and then come back next week, and all those will be glued in, and we can start working on the tubing and stuff, because I have some tubing stuff I did. I'll go over that next stream. Ooh, excuse me. But this is looking good. All right, guys, let me get a hair dryer and speed this up a little bit. I don't want to wait anymore. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. See what it looks like. All right, we have our right and left here. And this is the right. So we line it up like this. Like this. Make sure we get the distancing right, like that. And the same thing over here too. Wait, let's line them up together. Like that, make sure they're relatively in the same spot, right? Okay. So then, I kind of push it down, and then we come back. This is where we push the edges, right? See? Watch the edges stick. And this is where we want to get this organic looking. Sticky. There we go. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, it's working. Stick, stick, stick. Come down like this. All right, got that. Look at this. All right. I got this. Pushing, push. Yeah, it looks good. You know something? I think, yeah, you go in here with some gap filler on the edges and stuff, fill these little undercuts. This looks good. No, it looks great. Hold on. Other side. Wrap around. Push. That. Right. Yeah, so the bevel, it's going to work. Excellent. Because I was afraid I was going to have to just grind all the edges down and then glue it, but I really didn't want to do that. I like doing the bevel and then just gluing everything down. It just rounds itself off. Easy. Yeah, see, look at that. Nice. Okay. See it happening? Yeah. It's subtle because my thing is, it just needs to look like something's going on in here, and it does. And then we'll fill these like little gaps and stuff with gap filler and all these hard little undercuts and things like that. It'd be perfect. Oh, this is wonderful. Yes, this is gonna work, guys. All right, so this is successful. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to cut all these guys out and glue them down, and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's do that. Hey guys, oh, I'm back. Sorry, bring the microphone back. Sorry, frame everything back up. Woo. Grab my coffee. Gotta finish my coffee real quick. Yeah, it's a technique I would do because I got lazy, but I would like rounding edges off. And so when you're doing multiple pieces or something organic, like an alien head or something like that, I got tired of I'm like, why don't we just bevel it? And then when you glue it down, it rounds off. And so I've been doing that with everything. And ever since I've been doing that, I really got into my monster egg thing. Ooh, speaking of that, guys, you want to see something cool? Hold on. Ta-da! There it is. It needs a couple more coats of rubber on it. Looking good. I'm shooting that video as we speak, so I'm working on that right now. Oh, let me turn this fan off, guys. Hold on. I guess I'll have a little sip of coffee. All right, everybody. Well, I want to say thanks. Thank you so much today for hanging out on my alien head build. It's like I said, I'm gonna have all those things stuck in. But today was fun because we were able to do the details I need to do was the piping thing in the back of this guy right here, which is great. This is done. And has a little tubing coming out of that, and then we got that done, and then we have the details on between the stuff, and I think this is going to really make a big difference. I'm going to be able to do the gap filler and stuff, and sanding and sealing, and doing the panels. And I'm glad I have the 4mm foam because I didn't want these guys. I'm sorry, these ribs. I didn't want the detail to be higher than these, because I like these to be they're bigger and more predominant. So the stuff like this kind of stuff is lower detail, which will blend in nicely. So just the method behind my madness. Why am I associating that with Slim Pickens? My brain is weird. What's with Slim Pickens? Giveaways, no, not today because I have my shop. I've been cleaning stuff up. It's a bit of a shambles. So we'll probably have something next week because I still have to pack up Jesse's Manchurian Candidate. Oh my god, Becky, I don't think I've ever seen that. I think I read about it. I think I might have it on DVD. I have to watch that movie. But yeah, not today, guys. I gotta wrap up. I have a couple things I need to do, so that's why I had to wrap up at 11. Because sometimes I don't mind going longer. Like if I didn't have something planned previously, I would go ahead and finish out the rest of those details on the head. But since I have some stuff I need to do today, I will do that later. But I'll get everything cut and have it ready. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Century, you're absolutely right, dude. Once this gets coated, it's gonna look amazing. That's gonna fill all the sins and things and just make everything like organic. And what's crazy after I coat it is I'm going back to paint it. All the painting is it's gonna make this thing come to life. That's the thing I'm really looking forward to. The monster egg I'm doing too. Is I want to I gotta get that thing coated with rubber. The open egg. Get the open egg done because I want to be able to paint them both at the same time. And I might watch Predator. Yeah, Becky, you should have done that years ago too. How about this, Beck? You watch that movie, and I'll watch Manchurian Candidate. We'll talk again, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Please do not forget, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments below. And if you do like what I'm doing, I do have numerous videos I've made on this channel about cosplaying and foam crafting and how to make things. I have armor templates in my shop, various patterns and weapons and small bombs, and I do have some free patterns. So if you're a little intimidated and you don't want to spend any money right now, I do go to my shop and go through. I have some free patterns, and there's some older patterns I have. I think I'm gonna end up making free too as well because they're just old patterns. So I'm probably gonna make those free. Again, everybody, thank you for hanging out. I will catch you back next Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the Evil Ted channel. And we'll be back again. I guarantee we'll be back on this alien head. All right, guys? Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon.